C, the Iowa State Cyclones. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So UCF's offense takes the field for the first time today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To throw, it's Blunt. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Iowa State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quick completion on the out. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20, the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass, it's Blunt. The quick out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Snagged out of the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
The Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. The Cyclones want to crank the tempo. Thompson wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cyclones! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll pull it on the read. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. With the catch, it's Burgess. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Blunt. Got his man quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
They're working that left side. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. The corners are walked up tight. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll try the left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Thompson to throw. He uncorks one deep. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Makes the grab. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man in the middle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Knights are on the move. Goes to the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The give. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Thompson wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Crosses to 30. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it set up on the outside.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more.
There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
This time he's got it. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Cyclones didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Cyclones in the hurry-up. Thompson to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. looking for a big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Secures it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here comes the heat. Complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He might want another play. Thompson wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Fowler. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys inside the bounce house.
The Knights will boot it away to start the second half. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They booted away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quick shovel pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Knights will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Blunt. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10.
And how about this offense? What do you think as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Trying to bully their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Knights! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground with the back.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Gets away from one. Finds some space. Off to the races to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cyclones! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Looking to throw, it's Blunt. Intercepted! Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. Handoff from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Still looking on the move. He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Cyclones are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the stomping has commenced. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
UCF 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final play of the quarter coming. On the option. Now the pitch. Turning it on. Past the 30. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
UCF 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Wants to throw. It's Blunt. Fires to the wideout. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here's the handoff. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. To the air, it's Blunt. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The offense changing the play. Thompson to throw. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the right.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Working that left side. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. The 10. Touchdown, Cyclones. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the Big House is not easy. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
The throw, wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Knights have this offense rolling.
The D coordinator is not going to be thrilled with his defense after that play, guys. Of all the weapons this offense has, the fullback is not supposed to be the guy who's gashing.
Soft spot in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Knights, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking to pass. It's Blunt. He wants it all. Touchdown, UCF! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball, being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He's looking to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw. It's Blunt. Quickly complete. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looking downfield on first down. Finding an escape route. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Knights!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Offense in an empty set. Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it?
Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Blunt. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to